During the time of the Clone Wars, Mace Windu was regarded as one of the greatest lightsaber duelists of all time. He utilized the extremely rare lightsaber form known as Vapaad, which allowed him to leech an enemy's force power if they used the dark side, directing it back against them. But over his time as a master, there was one person that Windu refused to ever fight in single combat: General Grievous. Why was this? Hit that subscribe button and let's find out. On the opposite side of the war to Mace Windu was General Grievous, a fierce Kaleesh warlord who became so renowned on his homeworld that they made him a demi-god. His life took a sharp turn though when Count Dooku blew up his ship mid-flight, causing him to be horrifically injured. This led to Dooku implanting Grievous with highly advanced cybernetics that allowed him to mimic the force powers of a Jedi. One of these cybernetics was implanted into his brain, giving him absolutely crazy reaction times and the ability to recognize any lightsaber form the moment someone started using it. The cybernetics in his brain were so advanced that they even allowed him to replicate the lightsaber form immediately, despite never having used it. Now, knowing this, Mace Windu was worried but still confident that his extreme strength in the Force and completely unique lightsaber form, Vapaad, would be enough to take down the cyborg general if worst came to worst. Unfortunately though, Windu was dead wrong. When the two finally fought each other for the first time ever, Mace Windu severely underestimated Grievous's brain. Windu started the fight by utilizing his Vapaad technique, hoping to overwhelm the cyborg with sheer strength and power. To his absolute shock though, Grievous began to mimic his use of Vapaad almost instantly and began to overpower the Jedi Master. Windu was so shocked and devastated by this turn of events that he immediately fled the fight, knowing that he simply wasn't strong enough to beat Grievous with his cybernetics. Mace Windu was at least humble enough to know when he was beaten. Windu couldn't afford for this fight to go on any longer because his Vapaad was already weakened by Grievous not being a dark side force user, and compounded with his ability to reflect any attack back, this was simply too risky. After leaving the fight and looking back on it, Windu was surprised that Grievous could even replicate Vapaad at all, considering it required a user to have at least some connection to the dark side of the Force. As Mace described it, Vapaad is a state of mind, and its path leads through the penumbra of the dark side, something which Grievous obviously couldn't do. For this reason, Mace Windu determined that Grievous wasn't truly using the Vapaad fighting style, but it was an extremely good replica. Although he did believe that Grievous could eventually find a way to utilize the form to its full extent without the Force in the near future. A prospect which terrified Mace Windu to his core, making him refuse to fight him ever again. In the end, this is why he and the Council sent Obi-Wan to fight Grievous at the end of the war. Someone with a more defensive style like Obi-Wan would fare far better than Mace Windu. So that is why Mace Windu refused to duel General Grievous. Thanks so much for watching guys, really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. If you made it this far, drop a thank Mr. Grievous in the comments, it's basically tradition at this point.